Alright, I think it's working. Woo! Oh shit, you know what? I forgot my water. My bad. Muévese. Had an event and make cookies yesterday. Cookies are fucking amazing. So I'm trying this on Facebook again. It doesn't really seem to be having the issues that we were having yesterday. But hey, yo, episode 50, baby. Conversation number 50. Woo! Like a landmark. How y'all doing? As you know, I'm Abby. My name is Absird. Welcome to Chatting with Abby. Man, this is my birthday weekend. So, my birthday isn't Tuesday. It's like way wrong about that, huh? Oh well. Anyway, so I've been intentionally hanging out with a couple groups of people. Trying to spend time with people leading up to this day. And man, had some interesting talks these past few days with some dope people. Asked some really good questions. Questions that extend the conversation, that attempt to understand rather than attempt to tear down, dismantle. So one of the things that comes up kind of often are this conversation about authority figures. So it kind of leads to the alpha beta male or alpha beta conversation, but rather than focus on these labels that people already don't understand, I'll just focus on what these labels are describing. So an aggressive beta. So an alpha in this particular example would be a leader, and aggressive beta would be an authority figure. To help people relate to this a little bit more, I'm going to discuss employment and bosses, since we don't have some aggressive beta bosses, and hopefully some people don't have some alpha bosses. So an aggressive beta, it's a person that utilizes authority. In the context of which I'm going to be using it, authority would be the ability to determine meanings, outcomes, and sequence of events. The one that's making the decisions. Authority makes decisions, takes away the volition of whatever the authority is being exercised over. So meanings, orders, and meanings, outcomes, and sequence of events. So it's like authority says, well, this means good, this means bad. Outcomes, this one is going to win, this one is going to lose, this one is going to get rewards, this one's going to get punishment. And a sequence of events, things have to happen in this order because I said so. because this is what good is. Good has to occur in this order. So, you know that boss just you always wonder how they got in their position. Like they're not really effective. There's a lot of anger, frustration experienced during their shift. They just seem to want to take their rage, frustrations out on others in order to acquire and accumulate feelings of power, worth, and value, at least in their eyes or in the eyes of the people who they view as authority figures. It's that kiss ass. You know, it can even be your coworker. Like, I'm gonna go tell because if I tell, then they'll think that I'm valuable and that I'm an asset to the company. Whoa! Like, all right, get the fuck out of here. Or that boss who always has to flex their authority. Well, you're gonna do what I said because I'm the boss. And if you don't do what I'm telling you to do, then I'm going to punish you. I'm going to devalue you. I'm going to disempower you. It's like in a work environment, an authority would give instructions. It says, this is how I want things done. This is how we're going to do it. This is how things are going to go. As long as things go the way that I'm saying they're going to go, everything will be good. Any divergences from my plan will be bad and will be dealt with. When a leader is going to jump in there and say, hey, this is how I do things. The way that I'm currently doing things has had these results, and this is why I do them. You can try them. You should have the same results. When a problem occurs, authority deals with the individual problem in order to maintain itself. It has to authority constantly has to seek to defend itself. So when anything comes that questions the authority, that could lead to possibly the authority being removed or taken away, the authority has to immediately defend itself and protect itself from outside influence. It doesn't want to be questioned. It doesn't want to. It just wants to rule. Hey, good morning, Megan. Thank you for joining. That's dope. I appreciate that. When a leader encounters a problem, so depending, of course, on the urgency of the problem, the problem itself might not be the priority. It might be, what's causing this problem? Let's get to the root of it so that I don't have to worry about this same problem in the future. Let's use like dissension. So authority says this is how things are, and then something either shows or performs differently than how authority says it does, or someone questions, are you sure this is how things are? Authority will seek to dominate, to attack, subdue, and disempower whatever it is causing, the question, even if the things are true. So like authority says, the sky is yellow. Like, well, the sky looked blue to me. Well, that's because you're wrong, and because you don't know how to see things, and you don't know how to think straight, and you don't know how to do. Like, immediately accuses, attacks, and blames. A leader. Well, why do you say the sky is blue? Even if the leader is saying the sky is yellow, why do you say the sky is blue? Like, oh well, it's reflecting off of these things and it's doing that. So a leader is going to make adjustments in order to continue to provide consistent guidance. It's like if you're on a path and you're trying to reach a destination that's difficult to navigate. The authority figure doesn't even have to figure out the path. They just make decisions based on how they feel. So, I think we should go this way, let's go. Well, this way has all the rocks, and there are a bunch of bodies at the bottom of this path, or I'm not sure. I see animal footprints. I think we can be attacked. Like, no, we're going this way because I said it. I'm the authority here. The aggressive beta is posturing, putting on a display of strength. You know, oh, I'm not scared of whatever's on this path. I don't care how dangerous it is. It's not better than me. It's full of narcissism. A leader would look at the path. Hey, you know what? There's a bunch of bones down here. There are animal footprints. This path looks rugged. There are a bunch of corners and objects I can't really see behind. Versus this path, which, you know, looks relatively clear. There are still some places where we should exercise caution, but this path seems significantly safer. Authority. You know what? That path might be a little dangerous. You, go on the path. Go, go, go. Let me see what happens to you so I can know this is what we should take. Leader. You guys wait here. I'm going to traverse this path. Please watch how I do this. So that, you know, when I give instructions, it's easy to understand as you can copy what I'm doing as I navigate this path. You can learn from me. Authority isn't necessarily learn from me. It's do as I say. Leadership. Do as I do, but even better, learn from what I do. A leader is okay with being wrong, because being wrong isn't necessarily just empowering. It means, you know, you're making adjustments and improvement, like how people are attributing to science. Oh, science has to make adjustments and improvements, which is true. Science does have to make adjustments and improvements. Of course, still pay attention to what they're saying to understand if they are making improvements or if they're just, you know, making adjustments. Did my video just lag? I can no longer, well, like, so the video clip that I'm looking is frozen. So I don't know if I'm lagging or not. Little interesting there, huh? All right, but that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. So these and sometimes people say that they want a leader. You know, oh, I'm looking for a leader. I'm looking for someone who can guide and coach and direct. But what they're looking for is an authority figure. They're looking for someone to tell them how things are, to make decisions for them, so that they don't have to think and reason and do all the hard stuff themselves. They want to follow the blueprint. They don't actually want to understand how to make their own blueprints, how to make their own designs, how to expand themselves. They just want to find the quickest path to acquiring resources. And I get it. Like, shit, I used to be a heavy opportunist. I used to, like, be able to listen to a conversation near instantly figure out how I can use this to benefit myself. Like, oh, this person has these flaws and weaknesses. Oh, they seem highly unaware of these flaws and weaknesses. I can exploit this for myself. It's like being at work. Get that person who hates to go home. Like, oh, this person is clearly having difficulties in their household and they don't understand how to properly address it. Rather than me teach them how to address these difficulties and overcome them so that they can, you know, be a more effective person, I'll just let them keep coming to work. Hey, you know, I got some extra hours available if you want to come work more. Oh, yeah. It's all about exploitation. It's like someone comes to you with an issue and they say, oh, I'm going through these set of circumstances and I'm experiencing these difficulties. And then listening rather than try to help them avoid those difficulties in the future and get out of the situation that they're in. It's more like, oh, they're experiencing the suffering. Well, I know what I can benefit from this. Hey, do things this way. You know, there's no need for advice. It's just orders and commands. Do things this way. You know, it's a win-win. It's not at this point in my life is I don't really care about winning. It's telling someone that well, I do, compete, especially in games and stuff. I'm not highly competitive. It's like, when you're driving and that the person pulls up next to you, they see you have a powerful vehicle and they have a powerful vehicle and they want to start racing. It's like, I'm not racing with you. You can have that win. You can have that victory. Or it's like there's a context that we're performing in, and someone's trying to steal all the attention. Now, there's a caveat. I'm gonna finish that statement and then I'll list the caveat. But there's a caveat. Um, so someone trying to steal the attention is like, fine, you can have it. I'm completely fine with sitting in a corner by myself, quiet, just watching, thinking, chilling, just relaxing. Um, the caveat is if I'm giving instructions, if I'm speaking from outside of myself, and then someone's trying to talk over me, if they're trying to compete against me and the things that I'm saying, and they're using and they're trying to like steal attention so as to disqualify what I'm saying and to prevent others from hearing it, then I do take measures to prevent that action. Uh, since that overall behavior is just not acceptable. You don't have to be a dick. No one's making you be an asshole. You're really choosing to. And well, I don't appreciate people who choose to be assholes to me because I come to you with genuineness. I come to you trying my best to be honest, to utilize effort to understand you, what you're going through, what's going on, and to understand everyone, to understand the effects that I'm having on the people around me. I like to understand if I'm making people comfortable. I like to understand if I'm making people uncomfortable. I like to understand if what I'm saying makes sense. I like to understand what I'm saying doesn't make sense. I appreciate conversations that open up that discussion. I appreciate hearing other people. You know, their views and insights. It can help me make corrections and adjustments to my own. But yeah, if I'm coming to you with, for lack of better terms, goodness, even if I'm not receiving goodness back, I refuse to accept hostility. So if I'm sending you goodness and you're responding with aggression, get the fuck out my face. Like that's not cool. Oh yeah, man, this was kind of interesting. Like I do like the overall format of Facebook. So it's difficult to navigate this particular concept without like setting this huge framework, which I try to avoid doing. Like the only framework I like was the framework of authority, but it seems like there's a lot missing. Uh, like I'm not sure if I was focused or coherent during this time. I may have to just like check back and review this. There are often times where I'm learning as I speak. Like, in fact, most of what this is me learning in real time. Me speaking out loud, me speaking my thoughts out loud and figuring out if they make sense. So, talk about how some people say they want leaders and alphas, but they want aggressive betas. So basically, what that one is an aggressive beta uses posturing, uh, bravado, and authority in order to appear powerful. They seek to accumulate feelings of power. So a lot of example that I see used often is Vegeta versus Goku, or Vegeta and Goku. How Vegeta does things out of pride, out of his feelings of worth. He simply wants to be better than others. And how Goku tends to do things out of a sense of duty, a sense of wanting to see the best he can do. It's like you see someone paint, and you're like, oh, I want to see if I can paint something like that. And then, an aggressive beta was like, I can outpaint them. I can do better than them without actually putting forth the effort and time to do it. Just want to talk, acquire social status. Want to try to outperform this person. I can beat them. I'm better than them. Where an alpha is like, man, that painting is beautiful. It's gorgeous. I wonder if I can display that type of talent and skill. And they just want to see what they're capable of. Like, in these past 3 years, just in these past 3 years, I went from, trying to be right, from speaking around people with the intention to manipulate them, like trying to understand people just enough to where I can exploit them for my own benefits and desires, to trying to like actually understand people. And the difference in the quality of people I hang around has improved greatly. Like I went from hanging around the underworld, drug dealers and users, people who do other types of illegal activities and substances, to hanging around intelligent people, people who can make these amazing works of art with music, people who have this great understanding, people who have these abilities that I find incredible. Some, can see spirits. Some can communicate with other entities. Some have traveled. Some can displace their consciousness from their physical body. And it's like the more I try being honest, and the more I try to understand people, it's like the more I'm being led to powerful individuals. And when I meet someone who has this amazing performance, it's just heartwarming. It's like this my brother, this my sister, this I never met this person. I love them. Like, yes, do what you doing. That's what's good. Versus these people that see others perform and just want to tear them down and acquire, resources, status, and prioritize themselves. It's like the more I keep finding these actual powerful people, the less narcissism I'm encountering. Like, these people are all displaying intelligence and reasoning and bravery. They tend to experience difficulties, and in the same way that they claim that I inspire them, they inspire me. Like, so fucking awesome. And it's a huge difference when just talking with these people. So when speaking like around aggressive betas and or even passive betas, like the type of things that they say seem designed to inflate my ego. Like, they'll say, "Oh, you were so good, you were so great, you were so awesome," but it stays at that superficial level. I let Buddy Duke. He's on Spotify, Instagram, and everything. He was listening to me sing, and he's like, "Bro, you're incredibly talented. Your pitch seems to be off. You probably just need to make adjustments to the pitch." And it's like, oh, so this person listened and actually attempted to understand what I was doing. And through their understanding of what I was doing, they recognized that there were inconsistent fluctuations in my pitch. It's like, oh, sweet, I can use that to, improve my next performance. Versus, oh yeah, you're great, you're awesome, you're amazing, you're such a wonderful king. Like, none of that actually helps. It just it just feels good to hear, and I don't need to feel good. Like, I, I got that covered. Like, I can live life. I can wake up, work out and feel good. I can go running and feel good. I don't need words to make me feel good. I need words to try to help me understand and learn and grow. A couple days ago, or I don't know when, but I shared a post on Facebook says, either we're helping each other grow, or we can go our separate ways. And I'm starting to feel that way for like all of my relationships, because if I'm entering to a situation where I'm meeting someone, and what I want to do with this person is see what they're capable of. In the same way, I want to see what I'm capable of. I want to see what the peak of my abilities are. So when I see other people, I want to see what their abilities are, because I think they're amazing and incredible. Like, man, I wonder how amazing and incredible they are. I want to see them grow and develop. And I don't have time to invest my energy in helping someone grow and develop while they're utilizing their energy to tear me down, or to tear others down, or to destroy and consume. And that is not really useful. I don't need to be around a fucking parasite. Like, this is not gonna help me on the path that I'm currently on. So I'm trying to find honest folk. Honesty being the individual effort to recognize and sync up with truth and reality. Honesty isn't just, telling the truth, or telling what you believe to be true. It's the effort you're using to figure out what is true. It's not authority is stating what truth is. Yes, I'm the authority. This is what I say is true, so this is what we're gonna go by. Honesty is less. Th- this is true, and more of, is this true? Is this true? Is this not true? How consistent is this? You know, Honesty involves reasoning. It's an active process. It's the consuming and organization of information. But believe, that information doesn't even have to be consumed or organized. It could just be there. It's like forcing others to consume and adjust and adapt to what you want, versus allowing yourself to adjust and adapt to the situation that you're in. It's why I don't mind being quiet. I don't mind making myself small, because I'm not the star of the show. Is not, the focus and attention doesn't have to be on me. There's also a reason that you don't see a lot of recent pictures of me on Facebook, or any of my social media. I'm not trying to show my life as much as I'm trying to navigate and live through it. And it's just it's a lot less stressful that way. I don't worry too much about other people's opinions of me. I do concern myself with like what I'm doing. Like, if someone tells me I'm making them uncomfortable, then I'm like, okay, let me know how. And then if they're bullshitting, then it's like, okay, they're not trying to help me grow. They're just trying to make me less honest. I don't like when you say things I don't believe. No, okay, nothing I can do about that one. I don't know what you believe, and I don't really want to know. I'm not trying to go around forcing people to acknowledge what I believe. Um, I tell people my experiences, but they don't. I don't need others to acknowledge them. Like, if I tell someone, "Oh, I've been to heaven," they're like, "Can you prove it?" No, No, I can't. I can't. I can't prove it. I only told you because if you understand that, then it'll make a lot of other things I'm saying make sense. Um, I tell people I have autism, uh, or I function on the autistic spectrum, and I don't believe you. Can you prove it? No, I can't. I mean, I probably can, but I don't. No, you don't want to think I'm autistic. No, I don't really care. Your opinion of me does not affect how I am, but hopefully how I am does affect your opinion of me. Like, I've heard a lot of rumors about myself, a lot of stories about myself, and at this point it's like, okay, if someone wants to believe those stories about me, they can. It's not even my concern. I didn't invent the story. I don't control the story. As far as I'm aware of, the story has nothing to do with me. It has to do with someone's opinion of me, not necessarily me. Like, there's enough evidence out there from my social media, from interactions, where you can get a pretty legit picture of how and what I am, where I don't need to defend myself. Like, see this thing people say, protect your peace. It's like, why is your... I kind of understand what they mean, like not allowing, not surrounding yourself with those who wish to seek and destroy your peace, but I don't understand what makes peace so important. Like, I myself strive for balance, and I understand balance doesn't always mean good. Like, I'm not full all the time. I go hungry as well. And those fluctuations between being hungry and full cause balance. It's that harmony. If I'm with someone and we're experiencing difficulties, then balance isn't, oh, we're gonna agree on everything, it's all gonna be cakes and rainbows, happiness and sunshine. It means that the overall result of this relationship would be mutual growth. It means that we're not tearing each other down. We don't have to agree, but there's a huge difference between disagreeing with someone and tearing them down to try to dismantle and disempower them. See, authority tears down, dismantles, and disempowers. But a leader, like, a leader doesn't even have to lead others. Like, it's simply lead by example. This is what I'm doing. And then monitoring that example just to see where you're leading. It's like on a trail, and you're constantly checking your surroundings to update your information in real time versus using a map that someone gave you who had never been in the area. It's like, wait, you never been here? Nah. Where'd you get this map from? Oh, this is how I figure it should go. What? What? Bro, what is this? Where is this? Find it. I gave you the map. You do the work now. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Reading navigates the path and updates in real time. Like, oh, you know what? I think the part of the path I'm on seems danger. Maybe I should backtrack a little. Like, it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to change your mind. New information should allow you to change your mind. I used to not change my mind because my thought process was I want to make the best decision with the information I have available. And so even when I acquired new information, because I already made that decision, I said, you know what, I'll just suffer the consequence of my decision. And boy, did I suffer the consequence of my decision. And then one day, in the middle of suffering the consequence of my decision, I was like, if I just change my decision, these consequences can stop. It's like let's say you purchase a faulty car, and you're aware that it's faulty. You're like, I'm gonna purchase a faulty car. I'm gonna stick with this decision. So the car keeps breaking down. It's costing you time, energy, resource, mental fatigue. You're like, well, you know what? I bought this car. is having these issues, but I'm making my decision. I'm gonna stick with it. Versus just getting rid of it and getting a new one, or just not having that vehicle in general. It's like, like, man, this isn't worth the effort. That's kind of how I see relationships. Uh, there'll be some people that have this awesome energy, this awesome potential, these strong spirits in these weak bodies. It's like, oh man, I want to be around this person. That's dope. But then they start competing and trying to tear it down and introducing authority. And it's like, this isn't worth the effort. Because as I am, because I try my best, I'm high effort. Sometimes it doesn't seem like high effort because it's flowing naturally. Like, someone's playing a piano and they're playing this masterpiece. Like, man, they're doing this effortlessly. Like, no, it's high effort. It's just they're practiced. They practice high effort. So they become accustomed to high effort. And so, you put in for metric fuck ton of effort and energy output. And it's like, you know what? This isn't worth it. I'm going to change my mind. And it has such a wonderful impact on my overall state and condition. Changing my mind has allowed me to lead to balance. Because, I'm gaining new understanding. And I'm making adjustments based on that new understanding. Alright. Got some events planned. I gotta go shopping. Oh, shit. Gotta go buy some more dog food. It's just Puppy and Aaron are apparently they get hungry multiple times a day. And they will pretty much enjoy eating during those times. Alright, y'all. Hey, yo, find me on Facebook, which, if you're watching this right now live, then you're watching on Facebook. My name is Absird Charles. Find me on Instagram, Absird1. Find me on YouTube, username Absird. It's Absird everywhere. Woo! Alright, y'all. Megan, thank you for your comment. Thank you for watching. I can't see who shared it, but I do see that it was shared twice. So whoever shared it, thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully you watched it and you enjoyed something. Feel free to jump in, discuss, help me flesh this out. Help me see if I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Alright, y'all. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Alright. I'll be back Friday. Join me. Chat with Abby Friday, Sundays. Abby out.